I carry myself like I'm already successful, not because I'm delusional, but because I know that if I show up every single day, success is inevitable. It's not manifestation, it's mathematics. Most people hope that they'll be successful, that they'll succeed. They're uncertain of the outcome. However, I know that I'll succeed because I control the inputs. Hope requires luck, but knowing requires commitment. I have committed to being successful, to getting the things that I want. I show up every day, day in and day out, and do the very small things that eventually build on top of each other until I reach my goal. Confidence isn't about what you have, it's about what you're guaranteed to get. Most people feel like they lack confidence because they don't have anything. But I have confidence because I know that I'm guaranteed to get the thing that I want because I show up daily to get that thing. If you show up for 5 years, you will have something, okay? Maybe it won't be exactly what you wanted. Maybe what you want will change over those 5 years. But if you show up daily for 5 years, or even 5 times a week, or even 3 times a week, if you just got on an exercise bike for 10 minutes a day, you would be infinitely ahead of someone who did nothing. As long as you show up, you will have something. I act successful now because future me already is. I'm just early in the process. I know that if I keep showing up daily, I will have the success that I want. It's not about manifestation, because manifestation, I don't know about you, but when I start to get all woo-woo about things like that and get into law of attraction and stuff like that, I don't know. I don't believe it, right? I'm a very logical, straightforward, this is the way things are person. And whenever you start to get into law of attraction stuff, I just stop believing in it, you know? I don't believe in like acting and pretending that I'm something that I'm not, okay? It's not about that. I just commit to the work and know that results are guaranteed as long as I work hard, as long as I keep going. If you do the work correctly, you will see results, right? If you wanted to start a YouTube channel and you knew everything that Mr. Beast did and you had all the skills Mr. Beast did, you would be unbelievably successful. So that just means there's a skill and knowledge gap that you have to close. And how do you close those gaps? By working and learning. So I just show up every day and work and learn, right? It's not rocket science, but you also don't have to romanticize it. You can be logical about it. You can be kind of brutalist about it and just say, it's going to take a fuck ton of work to get to where I want to be. And I know that. And that's fine. The sooner you accept that it's just going to take a lot of work and you're going to have to show up for a really long time without a reward, the easier it gets. Because at that point, it really is just about showing up daily and the little wins that you score each day. You don't worry about the big picture nearly ever. I'm not thinking about the future constantly. I think about what I have to do today and the little improvements I can make today that will slowly add up and snowball into the future that I want, into the skills that I'll need to have. When you know you'll win, you stop being desperate about it, right? You're not hopeful, you're not clawing, you're not trying to rip it from the universe, right? It doesn't work, okay? The living that way will never work because you're always in this desperation, flight or fight kind of mode. You can't think clearly. You make decisions. You should make decisions like someone who's already made it. And to do that, you can't be desperate, right? You don't chase it. You attract it, but not in some like woo-woo manifestation attraction way. You're attracting it because you're already moving towards it. You're moving in that direction. It's hard to describe, and it's a fine line to walk, because I really don't want you to think that I'm talking about like law of attraction in that way. And maybe some woo-woo person will come and tell you, some mystical spiritual person will come and tell you that that's exactly what I'm describing. But I like to detach from that because it just doesn't work for me. I like to feel like I live in reality, right? I like to be skeptical and feel like there's some science behind it, you know? And maybe that's wishful thinking, maybe that's woo-woo thinking, but for the most part, I think it makes sense, right? Like if you wanted to get stronger, but you did 5 push-ups every day, you get stronger. I mean, that's just simple science. So I think that kind of applies to everything. And once you realize that, you know that you're pulling things to you, not in some desperate, needing, hopeful way, but in just a simple, I show up daily and get my stuff done and I get better. And so it is only inevitable that I will achieve the outcome that I want. For example, right now I'm uploading 4 videos a day. 4 videos a day, okay? And I'm on day 24. I think it's day 24. In 365 days, I will have uploaded 1,460 videos. Someone who posts 1,460 videos will find their audience. It's not if, it's just a matter of when. And I've already found some success just by trying things. As long as I show up and get better and keep trying stuff, eventually I will find a tribe of people who are like, I fuck with that guy, I'll follow him. And that's all I need, right? And the sheer amount of volume, the sheer amount of work I put in will put me above everyone else who doesn't do that, right? Of the person who uploads once a week making the same type of content. And there's all sorts of YouTube strategies, and I'm not saying you should upload 4 times a day or whatever, but if you want to upload once a week, work on it daily, right? Work on the video daily or something, you know? Show up consistently, essentially, because I feel like that's how you actually pull stuff to you. I think that's how the law of attraction actually works, is you show up daily, and by showing up daily, you know that the outcome that you want is inevitable in some way, shape, or form. Most people need proof before they'll believe in stuff, but I believe because I'm doing the work, right? I don't believe because I have proof. I just believe that if I keep doing what I'm doing, eventually something will click and I'll have success. Confidence comes from showing up for yourself. And I've showed up for myself a lot, and I will continue to do so. And that's why I'm so confident, you know? I know I'll succeed because I've shown up for myself so much in the past. So if you're someone who hasn't shown up in the past for yourself, start today. Start small. You know, even if it's like brushing your teeth, even if it's taking a shower, even if it's going for a 10-minute walk, anything to show up for yourself and start to build that confidence stack. That those little things, those little wins every single day, they'll compound until you feel like you can take on the world, you know, until you feel like you could do anything. I truly believe, and maybe this is arrogant to say, but just from my past and going from nothing to in the top 5 to 2% of all people who try YouTube, you know, I know that I could probably do anything I want, right? I know that if I said I want to run 100 miles, right? I want to be an ultra marathon runner. If I just show up daily, run, try to get better, eventually I can do that. And I'm not pretending that I'm successful. I'm not faking it. I'm just early. The work guarantees the outcome. So I carry myself like someone who's already won because I already have. I win every day. I just haven't collected on that effort yet. But it'll come eventually, right? The check will come eventually. I just got to wait for my opportunity to cash it. I know it'll happen, and I hope that you can know it'll happen too. You just need to show up every single day. At least try to show up every single day. Maybe not every day. Maybe that's too much to start with. I don't want to make it sound impossible for you because it's not. Everyone starts somewhere, and the lower you can set the bar to start, the better probably, because continuing to show up consistently is very difficult. It's why most people never succeed. It's because consistency is the key, and most people are really bad at being consistent and committing to things. So if you can set the bar really low, do it. Whatever it takes, man. Just get the ball rolling and keep it rolling. It's like, I've talked about this balloon analogy. You know, when you're a kid, you blow up a balloon and you have to hit it in the air to keep it off the ground, right? That's all you got to do. Just keep the balloon off the ground. Keep it in the air. Keep going. Don't let it, don't stop. Keep the ball rolling. Please, I beg you, just set the bar as low as you need to and get started.